Hey everybody, welcome to the official FloGrappling Who's Number One Rafael Lovato Jr. versus Gilbert Burns press conference. The show's going down Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. The first two matches, the prelims, will be live on Facebook and YouTube. After that, you got to be on FloGrappling.com to watch. We're going to kick things off now with a couple big fellas. Light heavyweight matchup, 205 pounds on my left, Haisam Rita from Assembly Jiu-Jitsu in Detroit on my right, Sloan Climber from Legion American Jiu-Jitsu in San Diego. This is going to be a great matchup. Anybody can watch. You don't got to be a FloGrappling member. First off, I'll start off with you, Haisam. For people who don't know about you too much, how would you describe your jiu-jitsu?
I'll say my jiu-jitsu is a very high pace style, and I'm always looking to get that attacks, to get the submissions, and trying to keep up a very good pace, and overall very entertaining style.
Same thing for you, Sloan. How would you introduce people to your jiu-jitsu? I haven't seen you before.
I like squeezing people, whether that be a neck or a body or a leg. I just like grabbing people and squeezing them. But I like to think I'm pretty entertaining as well.
When you say you like squeezing people, you said that in your interview yesterday. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, yeah, I mean, my dad taught me how to do rear naked choke when I was like 6 years old. So my whole life I would just grab people's necks and squeeze them, even before I started doing jiu-jitsu officially. And, and then I got good at doing things with body locks and things like straight ankle locks, that kind of stuff as I got older. And so it's like everything I do is just a squeeze, it's all about squeezing.
Hi Sam, how do you feel about that? He's going to go out there and try and squeeze you tomorrow night.
Oh man, to be honest, I've watched Sloan's matches, and I've seen some chokes that he hit that I've never really seen before. But I feel like I can do a good job of keeping the distance and closing the distance when I have to or when I'm ready. So yeah, I am very confident I won't be a victim of that squeeze.
Hi Sam, have you watched the previous Who's Number Ones, and how does it feel to be on there?
Yeah, I've watched since like the first Who's Number One when they did in the gi and all the way through, and it's like that was way back when I was still in Tokyo. I was like, man, this is a very cool event. It was just like a dream one day to be on it. And I recently just moved to be a headlining or being under one of these events is like a surreal feeling for me. So I'm just like very, very happy to be part of this.
How about you, Sloan? How's it feel to be on Who's Number One?
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like a dream come true. Where I come from, like nobody does anything like this. So, it was always my dream to be on a big stage and compete at the highest level. And so it's just nice to finally be here and to be doing this.
All right, so Haisam, for the fans at home, what do you think they can expect in a match between you guys? What do you think the action is going to be like?
I feel like it's gonna be a very, very quick pace fight, and I think the fans are gonna see a submission from me tomorrow night.
Same question to you, Sloan. What do you think people can expect watching at home?
I feel that it is going to be high pace, and I think that you can expect a submission from me as well.
All right, let's cut it to Connor in the back there. Connor, anybody watching at home, you can put questions in, troll Connor or whatever in our YouTube and Facebook comments. And Connor, any questions for the athletes for this one? I know it's early.
Yeah, I wanted to know, actually, this is more me and less the comments. What's your guys' favorite match on the card?
All right, Sloan, you go first.
Aside from ours?
Aside from yours, what's your favorite match on the card?
I'd have to go with Burns and Lovato, honestly. I'm actually really excited to see that one.
How about you, Haisam?
Well, it looks like we got the same one that I'm looking forward to see, apart from my own fight, obviously. I think my teammate, David Garmo, against Wiltse, and also, I just pick one fight?
You pick two if you want.
Yeah, so I have two favorite fights that I'm really, really looking forward to see. It's like Garmo versus Andrew Wiltse. I feel like it's going to be a very high pace, a lot of submission exchange, and hopefully my teammates pull up the win. And obviously, like Rafael and Burns in the main event. I've seen watch these two ever since I started training, and like to be on like the same event or something like that is still surreal. And I'm looking forward to see how it turns out.
Yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite match on this one. They're basically all looking like they're going to be super exciting. It'll be tough competition for match of the night. But this one's going to be the very first match of the night. High Zom Rita, Sloan Climber. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern. Up next will be Jessica Crane and Lauren Sears. Thanks, guys.
Us.
All right, here we are with our second prelim of the night. Like I said before, this can be free on Facebook and YouTube. On my left, Jessica Crane of Ari's BJJ. On my right, Lauren Sears of 10th Planet. Both Texas locals. She's from Dallas. She's from Austin. This is going to be a 115-pound match. In my opinion, the most exciting division in women's jiu-jitsu right now. I'm really looking forward to it. And first off, I'll kick it off with you, Jessica. I'll get you guys the same question I opened up with Sloan and Rita. For the people watching at home who might not know about who you are yet, you're an up-and-comer. How would you describe your jiu-jitsu? What can people expect to see when they tune in?
I think that people can expect that I am a top player. I'm obviously going to be trying to pass, but I want to wrestle. I want to play top. I think I like to be more fast-paced. I really, really don't like stalling. I don't think it's interesting to watch. I don't think it's fun to play. So I'm going to try to wrestle and play top and just have a fast-paced match the whole time.
All right, same question to you, Lauren.
It kind of sounds like we have a little bit similar style. I don't have near as much experience wrestling, but I like to be on my feet, passing and staying on top, pushing the pace, and just trying to keep things fun and exciting.
All right, so you guys fought once before under Fight to Win rules. Lauren came out on top. Jessica, what do you think is different this time around that you could come away with the victory?
I think it's different because our last fight was at the beginning of COVID. My nutrition's different. My training's different. I've been competing a lot. So right now I've been competing monthly, multiple times a month. And so I'm constantly competition training. My professor, Marcus, is amazing. He's been pushing me. After that fight, we made corrections immediately. It's not like when you asked me to do the fight, I had to make corrections then. I'd already made them months ago. And so I could focus on just doing my thing. I think that I'm more submission-oriented now, so I think that this time I can show the refs even more that I'm being positionally dominant and hopefully come out with a sub so that I don't have to.
How about you, Lauren? What's changed since your guys' last match, and what do you think you got to do to make sure that you win again?
Well, I think that our first match, it was only 5 minutes, so neither of us really had time to get off on anything. We spent a lot of time on our feet, and then we went down to the ground, and there wasn't much time left. So neither of us really got to put forth, our best. So since then, I've been training really hard. I've been having, a lot of coaches and partners at the gym that have been working with me, and I just feel like I've put a lot more into my training, and I'm just, ready to come out, put on a show, and have fun.
Yeah, talk about putting on a show. Obviously, who's number one? You can tell by the athletes we bring here, putting on a show is really important. We value people who put on a good match, and it seems like everybody's competing to try and get that match of the night this time. There's some great matches. Jessica, what do you think about your guys' match that this might be the best match on the card?
Like you said, I think 115 is the most stacked division, so we're both going out there. We're going to go 100%, make it entertaining, and try to go out for submissions. I think the whole time I'm going to be chasing submissions, and Lauren's a great competitor. She's going to be looking for submissions. So you can expect that it's going to be very fast-paced, but also very technical. So you're not going to want to look away during the match because we're both going to be shooting for submissions.
How about you, Lauren? What do you think fans can expect when they tune in and watch you guys?
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I think that we both want to push the pace and look for the submission. So I think it's going to be exciting. I don't think we're going to hold back. And I think that it's going to be a fun match for everyone to see.
It's exactly what we're looking for here. Athletes that want to push the pace, put on exciting fights, get subs. Connor, what's going on in the YouTube chat? Anybody talking shit yet?
No one's talking anything.
If they are, check their ass, man. You got to check them.
I'll keep them in line.
All right. Any questions for the girls?
Absolutely, actually. Do you guys think the leg lock game has reached its final evolution in no-gi? It's like a super in-depth question for you guys.
This is like a question for John Danaher, but I'll let you guys field that question. Lauren, what do you think?
I mean, so say that again. Do you think that it's reached its in-depth?
It's
final evolution?
Final evolution
in no-gi, yes.
Oh, man. I don't think so. I think that there's always room for growth and evolution in every aspect of jiu-jitsu. I think it's just going to continuously grow, so I'd say no.
Jess, you like wrestling and passing and stuff. You like playing around with leg locks, heel hooks and stuff too?
I do, actually. I don't really feel like I play it too much in tournaments, but we are always working leg locks at my gym. My gym likes leg locks a lot. So I like it. I don't think it's fully at its final evolution. I think it's going to keep growing. I think a lot of people are still getting used to it, and once everyone gets used to it, you're obviously going to keep evolving and growing. But I do like leg locks.
All right. This is going to be our second free prelim of the night, available on Facebook and YouTube. After that, you got to be a FloGrappling member to watch on the site. Lauren Sears, Jessica Crane, make sure you guys tune in and watch this tomorrow night. Up next will be the first match of the main card, Andrew Wiltse and David Garmo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we are, main card, not fucking around now. We got a wizard in the studio, Andrew Wiltse, David Garmo. We all know this is going to be a great matchup. First off, Andrew, why do you have a wizard hat on right now?
It's a throwback to my origins, actually. Simone said, if I get you a wizard hat, will you wear it? And I said, fuck yeah, I'll wear it. I won't take it off.
Garmo, you intimidated. You're going against someone with magical powers.
No, not in this case.
All right.
He's a little...
I wasn't the better wizard. My little brother was.
Did you bring your magic crystals with you this time?
No, we're going to a crystal store tomorrow, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome.
So-
Good luck with that, David. David, what do you think about this matchup? How do you think you match up with Andrew going into this?
I think I match up pretty well. He likes to put on a really strong pace, and that usually fits into my game pretty well. If you want to be nice and slow about it, it might be a little bit more difficult to pass the guard and stuff, but he likes to take risks. I like to take risks. I think it's a good matchup.
Andrew, we all know you like to go 100 miles an hour, the buzzsaw passing and everything, but how worried are you about Garmo's guillotine? Garmo can hit a home run with that guillotine anytime. Are you looking out for that thing?
So Garmo actually has one of the most brutal finishes I've ever seen from a guillotine. He fucking choked the life out of Devontae Johnson twice.
Chicago Open, right?
At the brown belt no-gi pants.
Oh, okay. Was it no-gi pants?
No, it was the Chicago Open.
Chicago Open.
Okay, I don't ever know what
you
I'm
were there.
talking
We're all
about. But,
old
dude,
school Chicago
it was
Open
brutal,
guys.
and I don't really want that to happen to me, so I'm going to not let you do that to me. Hopefully.
Heath said he's going to coach you to shoot, so.
Yeah, Heath told me to shoot on him, double leg head on the outside. So
Garmo, if you get a hold of that chin, you get your hand on his neck, what are you going to do?
Finish it.
you should just caress it and let me go.
Garmo, what about Andrew's pace? It's a 15-minute match. You think you're ready for that the relentless pace that he brings?
Yeah, I think I am because I just trained with Wagner a couple weeks ago. We were doing like 17, 18-minute matches, and I felt pretty good. It was exhausting, but I felt pretty good. So I think with one match, all the preparation that I've done over the last couple months, I think I'm ready for it.
I'm going to ask you guys both this question. You got a favorite other match on the card besides yours, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to William Tackett and Ruotolo. I think that's going to be
Tye
exciting.
Ruotolo. Yeah, that's going to be a great one. That's going to be nonstop action. How about you, Garmo?
I agree, but I'll say Nicky and PJ. I think that's going to be a great match.
Nick, yeah, both of those you can't go wrong. everybody's going to be competing the match tonight. This is another contender here. Connor, what's going on with social media? Anybody say anything on there?
We got a question for our resident wizard, if you got time for us, Andrew.
I always have time.
Perfect. So we got from the YouTube comments, do you think you could have achieved this level if you didn't sleep on the gym floor, parentheses, put in the grind, etc.? Thanks for the Daisy Fresh Diaries.
So serious answer, no, I don't think I could have really done anything if I didn't live in the gym. My mental health is so bad that like I've said before, I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for jiu-jitsu, and that's not exaggerating. I'm not trying to play it up. I actually need to be in the gym. I need to be in the environment all the time in order to stay just calibrated correctly. So no, I need to live in the gym. I like living in the gym. Like I love my house that I built outside of the gym, and the box is amazing. So.
Garmo, how do you feel knowing that this guy has a sick obsession with Panda Express, and that if you beat him tomorrow night, you're going to keep him from getting his victory panda?
You know, that is my ultimate goal. I want to eat Panda Express in front of him while he can't eat anything. That's the goal right there.
Here's the deal. If Garmo taps me out, we're going to go to Panda Express. I'm going to buy him a large order of Ranch chicken, and I'm just going to watch him eat it. I'll be happy for him because he's my friend, but I'm going to be sad. But if I tap you out, you're coming with me, and you're watching me eat. I'll get you a little one, though.
High stakes. High stakes here, people. Lots on the line in this match. Loser apparently has to watch the other person eat Panda Express.
I can't think of anything worse.
Sort of like a WWE loser leaves town stipulation type of match. Panda Express match. No Panda Express for the loser. All right, guys, this is going to be a great match. Andrew Wiltse, the Wizard, I think is going to be your new nickname after this. David Garmo. Make sure you guys tune up for this. It'll be the first match of the main card, only available on FloGrappling.com. Up next, we will have Ethan Crelinsten and Tye Kade Ruotolo. Thanks, guys.
You sure you don't want to put me in a little guillotine?
Huh? No.
Just a
All right, here we go. Second match of the main card. Ethan Crelinsten from the DDS on my left. Tye Kade Ruotolo from Atos on the right. These guys fought under different rules. Who's number one? Almost a year ago. I think it was like last June. A lot's changed since then, but I mean, everybody's looking forward to this one. We know it's going to be a banger of a match. Ethan, I'll start with you. What do you think is going to be different this time around?
Different than last time?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. It's, we're both coming in super prepared. I've been training like a psychopath up there in Puerto Rico. Hair's blonde this time. Cade's got some new flow too. So it's gonna be fun. I don't know, man. We're both a lot better, both progressing as much as we can, so we'll see.
What about you, Cade? I mean, obviously, a lot of people criticize the decision. Do you think that you're more prepared this time around and you're going to bring something different than what people saw a year ago?
Absolutely, yeah. I think last time I didn't think I competed to the full of my potential for sure, and I definitely think if I basically just matched that, and I know we've both progressed a lot since then, so I'm definitely looking forward to this one.
Is that something you look forward to about it, is being able to show your improvement and show your true potential out there?
Absolutely, yeah. Just to come in fully prepared. I think last time I made a lot of like immature mistakes as far as diet and things like that the day of, so I'm thinking coming this one a lot healthier, a lot more focused, and I know we both, like I said, both gotten a lot better, so I'm excited. Yeah,
like it's been a year, Cade's probably changed a lot. What are you expecting out of Cade this time around?
Well, we're both definitely gonna try and kill each other. The controversial decision, we both got like something to prove here. So it's gonna be crazy. We're both gonna try and take each other's heads off. And yeah, hopefully one of us gasses out. Hopefully it's not me. But last time definitely we both got tired, and like Cade said, he wasn't the best that he could have been. So it's going to be 2 new versions of ourselves. So
Yeah, I mean, last time was 10 minutes. Is that true?
15.
It was 15 last time. Okay, all right. Kade, how do you think this match goes down?
Of course, I think I'm gonna win. You know,
Yeah.
I think every match I go into, I think I'm gonna win. Otherwise, I wouldn't be going into it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and put a pace and eventually get the sub.
What kind of sub would you think?
Ooh, you want me to play my card? Or
Yeah.
just,
Let's
show
see,
my
let's
card?
hear it.
We don't got to go all in like Gordon and say that's the only sub. But what do you think? Darstroke?
I think yeah, I have a lot up my sleeve. You know, I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve. I could anywhere from a guillotine to a Darce to an anaconda to maybe even a Kimura. We don't know. So
All right. How about you, Ethan?
Hopefully I don't get buggy choked. That would be a disaster for my career, but Kade says some crazy subs out there. As for me, try and get to his back, try and get on the heel. Pretty much same stuff I tried last time, so I'll see if it works this time.
All right, Connor, what's going on in the YouTube comments? What are they saying in there?
We actually got a few this time.
All right, let's go.
Oh boy.
First off, who can do more push-ups?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. He's got a lot of muscle, but I got endurance. So
Yeah. How are we on form? We strict on form or just banging them out?
Strict on form.
strict on form.
I don't know, bro.
That's kind of a ridiculous question.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to measure.
Next.
I got a question
Next.
for Ethan. If you actually win this time, will Craig Jones leave you alone finally?
He'll never leave me alone, no matter what, man. Win or lose, if I switch teams, if I leave the sport entirely, he'll track me down, man. This guy, he's just a bully.
Third and final. They want stakes on these matches because Andrew Wiltse and Garmo set you guys up. So, loser gets a buzz cut? Yes? Can we hook
I'm
it up?
with it. Let's
Are
do
you
it.
with it? Oh,
I'm with
fuck.
it.
All right. Hey, if he's
Are
up,
we
all
making
right.
a bet right now? All right. So
Loser gets
the
the
last
buzz
match
cut.
was the loser has to watch the other one eat Panda Express. This one's
That's
that
a little.
what it was?
That's a little much. Oh, jeez.
Jump.
Stakes are high on
all
that
right.
one, huh?
If you guys want to do it, shake hands on it.
All right.
I'm in.
Deal.
This is a
do it.
match for
Okay.
their hair. Looks
This is a
like
match for
Kane's
the
got a
flow.
lot more to lose. You can throw that back in a
Bro,
couple
this
weeks.
is blonde hair, man. Come on. This wasn't easy, dude.
Yeah, what's going on with the blonde hair?
It's all natural, man. This is sun from Puerto Rico. This is all natural, bro.
All right, I'm really looking forward to this one tomorrow night. Kade Ruotolo, Ethan Crelinsten. Make sure you guys tune in. Up next will be, I believe, Grace Gundrum and Alex Nguyen. Thanks, guys. All right, here we are. Another women's strawweight match. This will be the third match of the main card. Grace Gundrum from 10th Planet Bethlehem on my right. Alex Nguyen, late replacement, came in for Jessica Khan. First off, Alex, I'll start with you. What did you think when we hit you up and offered you the match on short notice?
I was just super excited to get invited to fight at this event. I think I was just excited in general to compete again. So this will be my first black belt match after I've been promoted.
Okay, yeah. So for people who don't know about you, how would you describe your jiu-jitsu and what kind of accomplishments do you have in the past?
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you
How would you describe your jiu-jitsu? Like when you go out there and compete, what kind of stuff do you do?
At my game, I guess I'd like to say I'm a decent generalist. So I like to play like top, guard, neutral, back. So back's my favorite position. So if I can get there, that would be lovely.
All right, great. So you were originally scheduled to fight Jessica Khan, who you fought a couple times when you were younger. What did you think when she was out and we offered you a new opponent? What was going through your head?
I was just like, I wish I would have gotten the match against her. I hope, eventually when she gets better that we'll have it again. But this match seemed like a really fun time, and I'm glad that she took like the last minute replacement for the match.
Yeah, we appreciate that. So you've competed here before. What are you looking to do when you go out there this time? Like, how do you think the match is going to go, Grace?
I'm not really sure. I never usually have a plan going into a match, but I just hope that's like it's exciting for people to watch and like I can put on a good show for it.
Yeah, I love that. Everybody coming out here today is talking about they want to put on a good show. Those type of athletes we want. What about you, Alex? How do you think this match goes down?
I'm not sure. I mean, I just know she's gonna try to fight her hardest. I'm gonna try to fight my hardest, and we'll just see what's gonna happen.
All right, Connor, what's going on in the chat over there? Anybody say anything?
I want to know, Alex, did you watch Grace's Who's Number One performances in the past, and what did you actually think of them? Did you get to see much from her, and
The Maisa match.
Yeah, what did you learn from it? Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really know too much about Grace. I just know that she won against Maisa, and you know Grace is a big name. And yeah, that's all I know. Yeah.
All right, cool. Two of the best up-and-coming strawweights in the world. Like I said earlier, I think the most exciting women's division right now. Grace Gundrum on my right, Alex Nguyen on my left. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night. The event kicks off at 8 Eastern. Thanks. All right, thank you very much. All right, this is my favorite match of the night, I think, on the main card. A lot of good matches on the card, but this one I'm really looking forward to. Nicky Ryan from the DDS on my left, PJ Barch from 10th Planet on my right. This is definitely a contender for the match of the night. First off, PJ, how you feeling right now? You're coming off a great performance at Emerald City, 4 out of 4 subs, right?
Yeah, thank you, Michael. I feel really good, man.
Feeling more prepared for this one than you were for the Wiltse match?
100%. Yeah, I feel great.
Nicky, did you watch his performance at Emerald City?
Yeah, actually, I watched all of his matches. It was definitely very impressive.
How do you think you match up with PJ?
I think I have a good style. You know, to be honest with you, most of the world doesn't know how much my game has changed. You know, it's been a while since I competed. The last thing I did was the Tony Ramos match, and that was like 17 seconds long or something like that. So people didn't really get to see my skill development. And before that, it was the Tye match, which was like probably close to a year ago now. So I think I match up well with him now.
What do you think about the matchup? Like he said, he says his style has changed a lot. But how do you think you match up with Nicky Ryan going into this?
Nicky is kind of he's a little bit of a question mark, anyways. I think he's kind of good everywhere, and it would be hard. And I was like trying to go look, and I was like, man, I feel like I haven't seen Nicky compete in a long time, you know. But you know, going back, he says he's into the wrestling, and he's built for it well. You know, I think he's built to wrestle well and stuff like that. So that'll be fun. I think Nicky's down to move everywhere, man, and keep going and stuff like that. I think I'm excited for the way it matches up and for the way that it can create a lot of different situations and stuff.
Yeah, Nicky, he brought up the wrestling. Everybody brings up PJ's wrestling all the time. PJ's obviously very well rounded, good all over. But do you think you can out wrestle PJ?
I think I've been working on it a lot. I mean, we'll see. You know, this will be a good test. I definitely think I'll be able to put him down at least once, but we'll see.
What do you think about that, PJ?
I don't think he's gonna like wrestle me. He will a little bit, I think, but I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna do he's gonna pull guard and wrestle and come up, and I think it's gonna be like not like a traditional, like he's not gonna like stand and try to shoot double legs with me or something like that. But he's gonna try to wrestle in some sort of way. Yeah.
Obviously, with the DDS, everyone always talks about the leg locks, but you got a lot of leg lock victories as well over some big names too. How do you think you match up if it goes to leg exchanges with him?
Oh no, I'm just a wrestler, man. I don't do that. What are you talking about, Michael? What are you talking
Yeah, just another Tony Ramos for you match here. PJ doesn't know any jiu-jitsu, just a wrestler. What about Nicky? What do you think the fans can expect out of this match? Do you think this is going to be the best match of the night?
Oh yeah, PJ and honestly his whole team is known to be exciting, and it's very rare to see him or any of his teammates stalling. PJ most of his matches are at a high pace, and there's a lot of movement, and same thing with mine, so I definitely think it's going to be a pretty exciting match.
How about you, PJ?
Yeah, it's got all the recipe to be a good match, man, for sure.
All right, this is, a rivalry been going on forever. DDS versus 10th Planet, the no-gi scene. Looking forward to this. Connor, what's going on in the chat, YouTube chat? Anything going on over there?
Yeah, they want to know, Nicky, is your knee 100%, and why did you want the match against PJ?
Yeah, my knee's 100% now. It took a while, but it's feeling really good lately. And honestly, I number one, a lot of the guys that I asked for just turned me down, I heard. And number two, PJ's game. I know he's not gonna. No one wants to see me come out and chase a guy down the mat for 15 minutes and end up going to a decision. And I don't think PJ's gonna do that. PJ's gonna come out. He's gonna try and attack me, and I'm gonna try to attack him. So I think it'll make for an exciting match.
I think I only know forward. So.
Yeah.
What about any more questions over there, Connor?
Yeah, a few. What's harder to roll against, someone who's wildly flexible or someone who's Hulk strong?
I would say probably Hulk strong. Yeah.
How about you, PJ?
Flexibility.
Flexibility. All right.
That's more annoying, at least. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is sort of annoying when people can't pass their guard because they just always put their foot behind their head. Well, Connor, anything else over there?
Yeah, one question for Nicky. People have been noticed you're bulking up, so what's been the changes to your diet?
Yeah, I mean, just overall, I'm eating a lot cleaner, just more meat, rice, and things like that. Just lifting almost pretty much every day now.
I got one question. I always meant to ask, why are you called the Butter Panther, PJ?
I have this friend Sam Hardy up in Portland, and I got him. He's a black belt now. I got him into jiu-jitsu. He's a clever guy, and I think I don't know. Maybe as a I asked him what I should have a nickname. They used to pick on me a lot, all my friends, and had a lot of nicknames for me and stuff. PJ is like kind of open game for coming up with all sorts of nicknames.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he said the Butter Panther one time, and he's kind of clever, and I was like kind of like playing with it, whatever, and then. Before a tournament one time, I was like, dude, I'm gonna write the Butter Panther down, and he's like, okay, do it, and then we did it, and they announced Butter Panther. I think it was maybe Kasai or something like that, and I was like, I want to see if they actually say it, and then they said it, and then yeah, it's fun, man, it's fun, I like it.
All right, we got the Butter Panther on my right, Nicky Ryan on my left. Everyone's looking forward to this match. This will be the third match from the top right before the co-main. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Up next, we'll have in here Tye Ruotolo and William Tackett. All right, here's your co-main event of the evening. It was a different match just a few days ago, but, I mean, for the second time in a year, Craig Jones pulled out on Monday morning because of COVID, but now you were supposed to be in the main event against Craig Jones. All of a sudden you find out Monday morning that he's out because of the vaccine reaction. How were you feeling then?
I was bummed for sure. That was definitely a match that I was looking forward to and a match that I was excited to prove my skills in, but I'm stoked. We found pretty much the sickest replacement possible. William's a great opponent, so it's good.
Yeah, William, you were actually the first person I went to, and not a lot of people would have taken a match on 4 days' notice, but you jumped right into it. What were you thinking when I came to you and offered you Tye on, I guess it was Monday morning, I offered to you for Friday night?
I was just really excited to get back to it. I had just fought Wagner Hocha on Saturday night, so I was coming off that split decision loss. So it's just going to be fun for me to get back out there and just use the experience I had to, do my best against a really cool opponent like Tye, try to just give him the best match possible because I know, he wanted a fun match with Craig, so it'll be fun.
How does this change things for you, Tye? I'm sure you had some sort of game plan for Craig, or are you just going to go out there and do the same type of thing you were thinking with Craig?
I pretty much have the same game plan every fight I have, right? And you know, I think Williams' jiu-jitsu is kind of similar to Craig as far as like leg locks go, and you know, I think I see some similarities in their game. You know, so not too much has changed. I think I'm just gonna have the same game plan and take down, pass, and submit.
How about you? How do you think this match goes down? Like you said, he wants to get takedown, pass, submit. How do you think it goes down when you guys meet tomorrow night?
I mean, hopefully it doesn't go down that way for my sake. But, you know, I mean, we're both evolving like every single day. Like, you know, I believe you're 18. I'm still 19. So we're still super young. So our games are changing like every day. So it's kind of hard to predict what's going to happen. I just know that there's going to be a lot of movement. And, yeah, we're just going to try to keep it exciting.
Tye's wrestling looked really good against your teammate Cody in December. Do you think you might wrestle with him a little bit?
Yeah, we'll see. I do wrestle myself a little bit. You know, if I'm training with Cody and Andrew, I'm going to at least get somewhat good takedowns. So I'm comfortable on my feet as well. So, you know, you might see some takedowns. Maybe I'll just full guard. We'll see. I'll feel it in the moment.
It is sort of crazy. Yeah, you're 19, you're 18. A lot of young people on this card. Tye, if this match goes to a finish, how do you think it ends? If it goes to a sub?
Darce or inside heel hook, I think, would be the two most probable.
So you're thinking Darce or inside heel hook. How about you?
Yeah, I honestly can't really predict it because my game's pretty broad. But, I mean, maybe, yeah, if we're going to be exchanging legs, maybe heel hook. I would like to maybe get on the back and finish, but we'll see what happens.
All right, we know this match is going to be great. I mean, this is going to be fast-paced. I mean, you guys both seem to never get tired. I mean, do you think you're going to be able to wear him out? I know you were trying to wear out Craig. Do you think you'll be able to gas out William?
Yeah, it's a long match, and I think as long as I'm able to keep my pace, that maybe I'll be able to gas him out. That's definitely the goal. So we'll see.
How about you, William? You think you're ready to go all out for 15 minutes with him?
Yeah, I'll do my best. We'll see. I mean, sometimes I feel invincible and can just go for days, and then other times you go with someone that has a different style and you can get tired. So it just depends on how our styles match up and the way we scramble, move around. So.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's getting tired in this one. I've never seen either one of you get tired. Connor, what's going on online in the YouTube chat? Anybody got questions or comments?
Yeah, I got a question for each. We can start with William. How did you prepare for this fight on such a short notice?
Well, thankfully I had just finished up a nice 6-week camp against Wagner Hocha, so I was relatively in good shape. I didn't binge and go eat a bunch of bad food afterwards either. So, and the weight cut wasn't too bad either because I was able to fight 185 twice in a row, so that was good for me. But this week I just focused more on cardio and a lot of drilling because didn't want to be sore or anything leading up to the match, and it's still technically a deload week because it's the week before a match. So just try to keep up my blood going and just keep the cardio up, and then just drill a lot and change up the game plan a little bit because Tye is a lot different fighter than Wagner is. So definitely had to make some changes a little bit just in my drilling and things, but kind of the same stuff just led up to this match.
All right, Connor, what's the question for Tye?
What did you do to prepare for the leg lock game? I know you were going against Craig first, so you probably had quite a bit of preparation, but people are looking for a little more detail.
Yeah, last year, my brother and I and my whole team have been working a lot in the heel hook department, and definitely have a few drills and techniques that we've been working to prevent and counter them. So I'm not gonna release all my secrets right now, but yeah, definitely just been drilling the leg locks, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
All right, guys, two of the most promising talents in the game, 18-year-old Tye Ruotolo, 19-year-old William Tackett, 185 pounds tomorrow night, the co-main event before Lovato and Durinho. But make sure you tune in and watch this one. Up next, I'll have Rafael Lovato Jr., Gilbert Burns. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you guys tomorrow. All right, here we are, the main event of the evening. Rafael Lovato Jr., Gilbert Burns, two legends of the sport, champions in gi, no gi, very accomplished MMA fighters. Everybody's looking forward to this one. Surprisingly, never fought before. I'll ask you, Lovato, something I'd be interested in. I'll ask you guys both this, but I'll ask you, do you remember the first time that you saw Gilbert, the first time you saw him compete or anything?
I watched him in one of his first tournaments as a black belt. I think it was maybe like a World Pro Trials, an Abu Dhabi event. And he won, and I think he beat either Lanji or a big name guy in the final. And so it definitely caught my attention. And then I ended up doing some research and like checking out many of his matches, and I just like was a big fan of his style. And then I saw him, I want to say it was at a Houston Open. It was some IBJJF Open in Texas, and he had just moved to the U.S. I think he was living in Charlotte, North Carolina, I think. And I just saw him walking by, and I was kind of surprised to see him. And I just said hi, introduced myself, and told him I was a fan, and I was going to be watching, keeping my eyes on him, because he had just got his black belt. And look where we are today.
How long ago was that?
That was probably like 2010,
2009, I think.
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
Here we are 12 years later. You guys are going to have a match. Gilbert, do you remember any early memories of Lovato, seeing him compete or anything?
Yeah, I do remember a couple of times. I think 2007. You won the Worlds in 2007, right?
Yeah.
When he beat Big Mac, if I'm not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that was the first time that I saw, but I saw him a couple of times fighting the Brazilian nationals too, and it's not very rare, but it's not very common to see like American guys go all the way to Brazil to fight the Brazilian nationals and win, and then he was one of that did that, and then I always had eyes on Lovato.
Yeah, so Rafael, did you think you guys were ever going to end up having a match? I mean, we're talking about stuff from 2007, 2009. Here we're 2021. You guys are meeting for the first time.
No, definitely never expected it. I was more thinking we were going to train one day, because my girl, she's from Florida, so I visit Miami quite often. And every time I'm there, I always stop by Fight Sports. I have a good relationship with Cyborg and the guys. And I think one of the recent times we just missed each other. We're going to try to train. It didn't work out. But no, I mean, back in the days when we were doing more jiu-jitsu, he was smaller than me. And I mean, he's still a little smaller than me now, but we're a lot closer these days. Yeah. It didn't really seem like that would ever happen. He's like a lightweight, maybe a middleweight at some events. And then we made our transition into MMA, and it just was not on my radar at all. But when the opportunity arose, I was like, yeah, this is awesome. I'm into it. This is going to be a fun match for sure. Someone I respect a lot, and I think our styles and our history just give it a lot of intrigue.
Gilbert, were you pretty excited when we offered you Lovato? Was this a matchup you really liked?
Yeah, I was very excited. I wasn't expecting to hear that name. To be honest, Lucas Barbosa might be one guy. Josh Hinger, that was the guys that was on my radar still. And then when Ricardo talked about Lovato, I was like, man, I like that matchup. Even that I know he's bigger than me, but for all the history and everything that he's been done for the sport, just like, man, I like that fight. And then I started looking at his fights more, to the match that he did, and like he said, I just missed him a couple of times in Fight Sports. I was already training Fight Sports. If I'm not wrong, he was there twice. And those twice case, and Cyborg, Lovato's coming that day. Like, man, that day I think one time I was cornering one guy, then my brother fought, and I missed him 2 times for the training session. But yeah, but as soon as they offered the fight, I was very excited about the matchup.
Yeah, Rafael, something that I see people mention online I think is important to you guys is the fact that you guys compete in everything. Gi, no gi, MMA, like you say, true martial arts. Can you explain that? And does that make you more excited to go against Gilbert, that he's gone through and done all the same stuff that you have been successful in it?
Yeah, definitely it does. And it gives me a lot more respect as well on that side of things. It makes me appreciate what we bring to the table in the battle that we're going to have. But I think, kind of I've broken it down several times with some of you guys in different interviews, but a true martial artist to me is a forever student, someone who's always learning, trying to evolve, get better. With that, always challenging themselves, getting out of their comfort zone, and is also someone that teaches and tries to make a positive impact on those around them. And the part about constantly getting out of your comfort zone, I think that's where we're always looking for the next challenge. If it's gi, until we achieve a certain level of like, okay, we accomplish our goals, what's next? And then maybe it's no gi, or both those at the same time, and then after that it's like, okay, time for MMA. I want the ultimate challenge to make myself the best martial artist possible, and at some point that's going to lead to stepping into the cage, and for sure, Gilbert has done it all, and has had just amazing battles in each. Gi, no gi, MMA has amazing history amongst all of those combat arts.
So Gilbert, on what Rafael just said, is that something that's important to you? The fact that you're so well balanced and you go out there compete and everything?
Yeah, I think it's very important to challenge yourself, and the way I see, that was exactly the way he said. First goal that I had was in the gi. As soon as I accomplished, for sure, I did the no gi. I became a no gi world champion. For sure, still have the ADCC dream, but as soon as I made it, I got it. What's next? That was always the question. Then MMA was next, and not easy that transition. And we can see a lot of guys, a lot of friends of mine, they're very good in the gi, but not so much into no gi. And that was me in the beginning. I was a gi guy, not so much in no gi, but then I fell in love with no gi, and then I fell in love with MMA, and then I think I was kind of challenging myself and just trying to get better. And even when I moved to MMA, I was kind of fell in love with the striking, and then I'm like, man, I gotta back it up a little bit. I gotta go back to the grappling. No better way to go back to grappling, to go back to compete. Because the way I still train in gi and no gi a lot, but I can say I don't train the same if I have a fight coming up. If I have a competition, that makes me train a lot more, and that makes me improve a lot more. That makes me a student. That makes me a competitor. So. And that's, like he said, that's what true martial arts is. Not only gi, not only no gi, not this, but, challenge yourself. If you conquer that much, you can move to the next one. That's, I think we both did.
Absolutely. Connor, what's going on with the YouTube comments? Got any questions for these guys?
Yeah, we actually got several. Question, do you guys feel any more pressure feeling like you're representing either the UFC or Bellator here?
All right, I'm going to let Rafael start with that one. These are from fans online.
No pressure from me, no. I mean, it's a little bit of a different situation for me that I'm not active with them at the moment. But I mean, I don't need any more pressure. I got this monster on the other side, and I'm always here to win and put on my best performance. So that's all I need to carry me through.
How about you, Gilbert?
A little pressure, not a lot of pressure, but a couple of guys, hey, you gotta represent. A couple of UFC guys that already reach out, but not as much. Like he's already a big fight. 15 minutes against a big guy. He's gonna be a good one. I like the style. It's already good pressure. Not as MMA. MMA is, I think, is a lot more pressure. It's a lot more. The intensity is way higher. Now we're more relaxed, more cool. But competition is always, now we're cool, but tomorrow I want to go forward. He want to go forward. It's going to be a good one.
All right, Connor, you got any other questions over there?
I do. This is for Professor Lovato. Would you consider a match with Drysdale if he came back?
Of course. Yeah, definitely. We had some battles way back in the day when we were kids. Yeah, I mean, he's another legend, and anyone like that from my era, I would love to, keep it going and try to stay young.
Perfect. And a similar question, same thing for you, Gilbert. Would you be up for a Kron rematch or a Kron match if he came back?
Yeah, for sure. I don't, you can say multiple names right there. I don't think I would say no to anyone. For sure, I
think I'm the same.
Yeah, gi, MMA with, yeah. If you can say several names there, try 30 more, I would say yes.
We got any other good fan questions in there?
We have several. I'll leave this open to whoever wants to take it first. What are some of the game-changing concepts you've learned that you've put into your game that maybe have helped, particularly in MMA?
All right, you want to go first?
Well, I mean, the grappling game in MMA is much different. You know, in jiu-jitsu, there's always one person that's accepting of playing guard, of being on their back. In MMA, that doesn't exist. So if you're on your back, you know, they are actively looking for the opportunity to get back up, and so you need to have a pressure style. And that helped my transition for sure. But then I had to be even more aware and more precise of you know, the person being able to put their elbow or their hand on the mat to work back up. So the wrist control, keeping them flat, you know, really pinning someone down. The awareness, you know, of your body weight distribution. Just the precision goes up to another level because, you know, if you make a mistake and you land on your back, you get elbowed, you get punched, you're going to pay for it. Or if you stand back up and you miss your opportunity in a top position, you know, then that hurts, you know, or it could really hurt. So, yeah, I just think the precision and the, you know, having the person always looking to get up definitely was something different. But the way it elevated my top game, you know, it gave me weapons that I can use in grappling and jiu-jitsu. So it just made me that much better.
How about you, Gilbert? That same question. What was the question? The adjustments he had to make for jiu-jitsu and MMA?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What are some of the game-changing concepts you've learned that put into your game?
What I think it was kind of the control. I think in the jiu-jitsu sometimes couple matches, sometimes you can look at the match and you see it's gonna be hard to submit the guy. And I think on the MMA side, that give me a little bit more precision. I gotta be more calculated, but more. You cannot lose position. You know, sometimes you risk a good position in jiu-jitsu, you lose, you get on your back, you're still good. In MMA, you don't want to lose a position, end up on bottom, or you let the guy sleep and get back up. So I think I learned a lot more about the control, a lot about space, a lot about the distance in jiu-jitsu, like real control, you know, grips, space, a lot of things, a lot of little details that sometimes you don't pay attention because you cannot get punched from that position. But it changes it changes so much the game, like the open guard, the full guard, the half guard, you know, a lot of things, the top game, the top control, the wrestling, the grinding. It's very hard, you know, especially in MMA. As soon as I did 5 rounds, that's a freaking different level, you know, because I did a lot of 3 rounds fighting, that's one thing. But when you go to a 5 rounds, it's very slippery. If the guy's bleeding, it's like the guy's full of soap. It's very, very slippery. So yeah, you gotta go through the experience, you know, to learn. And then I think that gave me a lot of more control, more awareness, how to use my jiu-jitsu, how to control. Okay, the guy's gonna be a little slippery. What we do, you gotta put more weight. You gotta control a little bit more before you go to a submission. So it changed so much the game, you know. Even if you're talking about pure no-gi and MMA, it's a completely different game.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll say the same question to both of you before we get out of here. Rafael, what do you think people can expect out of this main event when they tune in?
Oh man, they should just expect. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's gonna be pure. It's gonna be a great battle. You know, 2 guys that have done it all, have a lot of respect for each other, and I think you know, I mean, I've really kind of like let go of any, oh, I see this or I see that. I'm just gonna go, man. Just have fun, let it go, and show some great technique and a little bit of pojada too.
How about you, Gilbert? What can people tune in and expect?
A lot of aggressiveness. Good guys that done it all. Both guys gonna come forward. We nice guys. We're respectful, but I know he's gonna come forward. We're not gonna be too nice with each other over there. For sure, it's gonna be a clean battle, but we're not gonna be that nice. And so tonight, we're gonna see 2 guys coming, wrestling, grappling, going forward, trying to get a finish, working harder to beat each other. So tonight gonna be a good one.
All right, tomorrow night, Friday, April 30th in Austin, Texas. You can watch the first 2 matches free on Facebook and YouTube. The next 6 after that on the main card only on FloGrappling.com. I think there might even be still a few tickets available if you want to go watch it live. This is our first event with fans back in a while. Main event, Rafael Lovato Jr. versus Gilbert Burns. Basically every match on this card is going to be crazy. It's going to be exciting. Make sure you guys tune in. Looking forward to it. Thanks.